Sup, Gearheads? This is Barricade 2091, and today in this episode of Gears of War lore, I'm going to talk about a few things that people probably, obviously didn't know about. First thing I want to talk about is Elain Fenix, Marcus's mom, and then later on I'm going to describe exactly how, well, not how, well, how and why Marcus disobeyed orders and how he was sent to prison, or why he was sent to prison. Okay, well, first of all, with Elain Fenix, the thing that was crazy was that in the Gears of War, the Slab in the book, I haven't really been able to read it too much, but I've read a few chapters from it. And the crazy thing is that you find out in the beginning of the fourth chapter, because in every Gears of War book, before the chapter starts, they have like a little like statement or like a paragraph, just something that has to do with the story, not necessarily what's happening at the time in the book, but something that's valid and something true to the story. And basically, in the before chapter 4 in the Slab, there's actually a part from his mom's, Marcus's mom's, diary. And I can't quote it right now because I don't have the book on me right now, but basically what it says is that she discovered the locust. She found the locust first. She was the ones that found out about them, I guess, one day, because the thing is, her job was to find emulsion crystals. I think they were using it something to do with emulsions. I think it had something also to do with the Hammer of Dawn, but I'm not quite sure. But basically, she was in the hollow looking for crystals of emulsion, and I guess what happened was she found them. She just randomly, it didn't really describe it, but basically she found the locust. And in her diary it says that she's so excited, she can't wait to release this discovery. She wants people to know, but she needs more proof so people won't think she's crazy. So the thing that's kind of sad is that her last sentence that she writes in the book, in her diary, is, "Tomorrow I'm going to try to talk to them." And that was the last thing she ever wrote, because, well, if you remember, she died. They killed her. And later on, Adam Phoenix found like pieces of her body, and just like a few pieces of her clothing. She was gone. They killed her pretty bad. And there's no body. It's just Adam knew she was dead, and it was just pretty sad and kind of ironic how the last thing she wrote was that she wanted to talk to them, and then she dies because they kill her. It's kind of sad. And the thing that's really crazy is that this happened. Adam found her body and all that stuff 9 years before E-Day. So that would mean that for 4 years after he found her dead body, Adam Phoenix did not meet the locust for 4 years, until 4 years after her death. Because if you remember in Gears 3, the queen says, "I gave you 20 years to find a way to counter the locust," or something. I mean, not the locust, the lambit. "I gave you 20 years to counter the lambit," something like that. So that means that he knew them for about 4 or 5 years before E-Day. So that means that would be like, yeah, so it's 9 years before E-Day where she died, so obviously 4 years after that is when he barely found out about them. And sorry if that's confusing, but yeah. And the thing, the other thing I wanted to talk about was Marcus. Basically, what happened with Marcus was he was on a mission, and his mission was basically they were defending the city Ephira. That's pretty much like one of the outer skirt cities on outside of Jacinto. And basically, what happened was he was supposed to help the squad. Him, Marcus. I mean, he is Marcus. Him, Dom, Jace, Ty, yeah, them four, and Hoffman were all trying to help this squad and get the Hammer of Dawn to some bridge that led to the city of Ephira. And if they took out that bridge, the city would be safe because it was a huge bridge, and the Locust would be really hard for them to get in if that bridge was gone. And it'd make things a lot easier for them, for the COG. And basically what happened was that squad that had the Hammer of Dawn died. They all died. And Marcus found their bodies. He found them. He got the Hammer of Dawn. He retrieved it from them. But the thing is, when he got it from them, it was ripped into pieces. It like had one piece and like had another piece that needed to be put back on. But it was still repairable. All they had to do was just put the piece back on, and then they could use it. But the piece was kind of small. The piece that they needed to fix was small. So what he did is he carried the actual hammer, and he kept a piece of it in his belt buckle. He put it like in his belt pouch thing, or whatever the hell you want to call it, utility belt status over here. But basically he puts it in his belt, and what happened was, right when he met up with Hoffman on top of a roof of a building, that was when Elain Fenix sent him that message. If you remember, in the beginning of Gears of War 3, Anya tells Marcus, she says he called to say goodbye, he called to, and then she stops talking or whatever. And the thing that was cool is that they actually quoted that part in the actual book too. So they actually took the same exact sentence that Anya said and put it in the book. But basically, after Anya told him that, he flipped out. Like he became someone else. He flipped out. He got really concerned for his dad. He didn't care about anything else. All he wanted to do was to save his dad. And he basically just disobeyed orders. Hoffman told him, your dad's not worth it. You're a great soldier. I'm sorry, but your dad's been sitting on his ass this whole war. He hasn't been doing nothing. He hasn't thought of anything to defeat the Locust. He's not worth your life. He's basically worthless, basically, he tells Marcus. And Marcus got pissed when he told him that, and he freaking socked the crap out of Hoffman. Freaking punched him. He didn't lay him out. He didn't knock him out, but he freaking knocked him on his ass. And Hoffman was just like in a daze, and like he didn't really know what to say or anything. And Marcus freaking took he left in a helicopter. They had a helicopter. There's two helicopters that were what's it called, like there to save them. Hoffman, his squad chasing them, and he took one of them. So Hoffman and Anya and them weren't stranded. They were able to use the other helicopter to get away too. But Marcus took one helicopter that consisted of him, Jace, Dom, and Ty. But the thing that's weird is that, I haven't really read it yet. I haven't got to what happened after that. But obviously, Ty and Dom and then they probably got in trouble, but they probably didn't get in much trouble as Marcus, because Marcus was the only one that got sent to the Slab. But yeah, that's basically what happened. And the reason why he got in so much trouble was not only for disobeying orders, but when he left, he gave Hoffman the Hammer of Dawn, but he forgot that he had that one piece in his belt. And without that piece, they weren't able to destroy that bridge, because the Hammer of Dawn was useless. And the freaking bridge they were screwed over. And and the reason why the Locusts were going after Elain Fenix was because, obviously he made the deal. He made the deal to stop the Lambent and all that stuff. And the thing that was pretty crazy is that he actually sent Queen Mira a message. I guess he had like a phone or something, some type of like walkie-talkie phone thing that he shared with her, that he could only contact her with it. And he called her and he told her, you don't need to do this, just trying to convince her not to, kill the humans. And he says, don't do anything, leave them alone, you need me, that's all you need, you only need me. But of course she didn't see it that way. She's just like, yeah, I need you, but I'm not gonna, spare anyone. So she, that's why she's killing everyone and trying to kidnap him. And she did kidnap. Well, actually, no, she didn't kidnap him. He was actually abducted by Prescott. But basically, yeah. Basically, that's why she attacked him, and that's why, the beginning of Gears 3 happened. And if you remember Gears 3, you know what happened after that. And but yeah, it was just pretty crazy. The book just, was really good. I haven't been able to read too much of it, but when I read those parts, I was just like, it's a good book. If you like the Gears books, definitely check them out. But anyways, I'm running out of time here. If you like this video, like Gears, please like and subscribe. I make Gears of War videos, and I'm trying to do Minecraft, but I kind of don't have the time. Like, I play Minecraft and stuff. I'm still trying to build stuff, but maybe later on I'll get more into it. But I still do Minecraft though. So yeah, but definitely if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and take it easy, everyone.